Yeah, that's absolutely right. Those parents up in Michigan are facing up to 15 years in prison for the charges that they're looking at right now. And it's important to note that this case really could have implications here in North Carolina. You could end up at a courtroom like this one if you fail to properly secure firearms from your children. In 2021, 15-year-old Ethan Crumbley took a gun to his Michigan high school and shot 11 people inside, killing 4 of his classmates. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole late last year, but it's the prosecution of his parents that's making history. They're both facing involuntary manslaughter charges for not stopping their son from carrying out the act, the first charges of their kind in the United States.
Our laws do run pretty parallel to Michigan.
Attorney Donald Clack with the law offices of James Scott Barron says this trial in Michigan opens the door for charges to be filed in states with similar laws, like right here in North Carolina. So here's what parents need to know about their legal responsibility.
You cannot buy your child under the age of 18 a handgun. And if you do own a handgun within your home, you have to secure it properly where that minor cannot only not get a hold of it, but not use it, not unsupervised.
There are some exceptions, but for the most part, minors cannot carry firearms in public, and it's illegal for anyone to carry a gun on any school property outside of law enforcement. If a child breaks these laws, North Carolina parents could face charges, especially if their child harms others in the process.
Regardless of intent or knowledge of that minor having the weapon and the parent not knowing it, they can still be charged.
And while it hasn't happened often in the past, Clack believes parents facing charges for their kids' actions with firearms is now more likely following the Crumbley's case in Michigan.
I hope that that's the case because I don't think plausible deniability is, is an all-encompassing excuse anymore.
And now I know for a lot of us, this brings to mind the Hedingham mass shooting that happened back in 2022. A 15-year-old there accused of pulling the trigger, shooting 7 people, killing 5 here in Wake County. His father is facing 1 misdemeanor charge for failing to properly secure the firearm in that case. Both father and son still awaiting trial. And it is important to note the charge that father is facing here in Wake County significantly less serious than what they're facing up in Michigan right now. Live at the Wake County Justice Center, Sydney Schofield, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.